Morning swingers. Today we're back at our spot. We're chasing the shiny stuff again. We're going to the spot where I found my lovely little nuggie. Me and the ninja have both decided we are going to work our little butts off this morning. We're going to get in there and we're going to move that gravel pile, and then we will get down lower into the bottom, and I think the crevice in the bottom is where it's all going to pay off. So we're going to get in there and shovel all that out of the way, but firstly I've got to get into my waders. Well, that looks a lot easier to you guys, but I'll tell you what, it's not easy and fun getting into these things all that time. Right, so we'll pack up the gear, we'll get that on their back, we'll march our way in, get to our spot, and show you what we're going to get into. So, as you can see, we've had some rain last night. And yesterday we had a good 20 mils. It looks like they got a little bit more than 20 mils here. Now, this big marley pile. A bit bigger than we both remembered. So I'm just going to get down here where it's a bit deeper. As you see, that's a fair gravel bed. We know from testing that most of the top of it has no material, no gold in it at all. Somewhere down about, I think it's like a foot down, there's a change in soil. Get a bit more of a blacky clay layer, looks like possibly a bushfire layer, I'm not sure. Tested that, nothing in that. So we're going to get down past that into the next layer of gravel. There is nothing as well. Then there's a clay layer under that, which is a bit more of a bedrocky sort of blue clay looking pipe clay sort of material. There's a bit of orange clay in there too, which is what the old timers here were working. So that's what we're going to target straight away. But we're going to give it a crack. All right, guys. So this whole pile is going to disappear. You watch. Get the breath back.
We did get hammer and pole.
Yeah, it was only 3 minutes, but ooh.
Bless you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So, as you can see, there's a gravel change already. There's a reason why we're getting rid of it. You can see the size of the gravel that's coming out. Any gold that's got onto the top of that has sunk all the way through. There's not a chance of any gold getting stuck in that. This is getting that violent that it's spattered all up here. And I believe the main current comes down the side here, skips way over that. And as it does, churns all this up. There's only loose material on top from recent floods. There's no gold in that. Down lower, we get these rocks. There is nothing in that. It's not until you get underneath that to the clay change, you start getting colour. But even then, it's one or two specks. It's a couple layers below that, right near the bedrock, we start seeing actual colour. So we need to get down to that. Ninja's just pointed out too. So as I was saying, the current comes up over here and splashes in here pretty hard, churning this up. It actually comes up over here afterwards. And it also does leach over here, but not a very steady flow. It punches around the outside. This is a boulder from in that hole when I removed it. I dumped it here last time we were here. As you can see, the water that's come through has actually carved out a nice little channel right behind it. So it's showing us that the water's getting up over this mound, down through there, and into the pond where Ninja was working his little trench down here last time. So there's definitely a bit of violence flicking around here. So we're going to get through this pile, as I said, and we'll show you. You see, we haven't gone too deep, but we've already got down a good foot, and that was only 3 minutes. So watch us as we destroy this pile. But the humidity is so thick. We're sitting on 95% humidity right now. It's only meant to get to 23 degrees. If it's gonna stay like this, we'll end up swimming. Can't take the shirt off because there's bloody mosquitoes everywhere. We don't care about those bloody mosquitoes, it's too humid. That is so much better. Let's get back in it. We're eager beavers. We're raising the bar. It's only taken us, hang on, 1 second, 17 minutes to achieve this so far. And we are not fit by any means. Now, we've decided we're going to chase the channel the whole way down. We've already got a third of the way in, really. There's no point stopping. We can get through that much in 17 minutes. We can do that within an hour, getting it down to that same layer, including that 17 minutes we've just done. So we're going to give it a crack. We're going to push hard today. Wish us some good gold at the bottom. Righto, so we're just chilling out and we're having ourselves a little bit of a break. The Ninja has gone mental. My guts have not been happy this morning. I've already had to go up. Anyway, yeah, have a look at this. Check out the road we cut out. Yeah, that's a roadway now. You can always get a small mining cart through there. Check out the pile we've created. So we are going to eventually scratch that back in. But whoop, I'll take a seat. Yeah, we almost ended up in the water. That's my knee. So, as you can see, that's a hefty pile. The pile has been moved. I told you it was going to disappear. I didn't think it was going to be so quick. Alright, so as you can see, we've both done a test pan. Yeah, you can see the way the Ninja's working at the moment. That's still, you know, a couple, maybe about a foot off the bedrock, but there's stuff or material to move now compared to that. But from the pans that we've just taken, Ninja's taken one from up a little bit higher than what I just took my pan out of. There was one micro fly poop right there. Sorry, I've got a fly on my forehead. So that's all we got out of that one test pan. And out of my test pan, there's nada. Not even a nano fly poop speck. Not even microscopic ultra fines. So between those two pans to only get one tiny speck, it just shows you there's no point in processing that material. If you had a high banker, yeah, fair enough. But look, we don't actually have a high banker. That's a future investment. But secondly, that just shows there's not worth even going through that with a high banker. This area gets too turbulent that it shifts everything up and stratifies the whole lot. The gold sinks right to the bottom. So Ninja's going back in for another one. We'll see how he goes. Alright guys, it's 4:30, 4:20. As you can see, we are beat. We have been busting our butts off. As you can see, we've got a dam behind us at the moment. As the roadway we cut in, we are wrecked. We've just started getting down low, but we still haven't gotten quite far enough. This bank behind me on this side just keeps trying to collapse into the water. I'll try and get the fingers the right way around, you know what I mean? So yeah, this bank here keeps collapsing down into that water there, which is where we're trying to dig, and the shelf that we're trying to follow is straight down. So we're having a lot of trouble getting into the line we want, especially staying away from the overburden falling in on us. That's a lot of overburden. We will scrape it in back in future, but we're not done, not at all. I'll quickly empty out the snuffer bottle. We don't have bugger all, but you got to see some colour. So I'll show you what's there. We're going to pack up from here. We're going to recoup our losses for today. We're going to head over to Specimen City and we're going to try to pull out some bits out of there. We're going to take the detectors, the pick, and 2 little chairs in. That's it, no more. We want some colour. So as you can see, there's not a lot of shiny today. Ninja didn't get anywhere near as much. He was trying to focus on the other end of the line, and we still need to clear a bit more overburden out. There's a crevice underneath the bedrock, which is what I was chasing, and every time I scraped it out, I got about 5 or 6 nice little flakes. So as you can see, we've got some nice little chunky bits here that actually made a sound. It's very light, but it makes a sound. So you can class that as a mini picker. Yeah. Or clinker, maybe, is how we're going to determine that one. Because it makes a clink.
Booger with noise.
Yeah, booger with noise. So Now one strange thing I found was that bit of wire there. As you can see, it appears to have some gold plating on the end of it. Don't know what the go with that was, but there's one bit of rubbish out of the creek. Sorry, my back is absolutely screaming right now. So I'm going to suck this up and we're going to pack up. We're going to head to Specie City. Holy crap, that's changed a few things here. So we've called this place Specie City. He's just got a nugget.
We did find 2 nuggies first though.
Yeah, they were tiny little flakes, but this one's got a bit of size to it. That's quite easily visible.
Oh, look at that, it's rough.
Get the rest of that out now. I'm going to give that a... Yeah. That's a reefy bit.
Yeah.
Straight off the reef, dude. Straight off the reef. This is the reef that I'm working. That's a little bit bigger than the size piece that I've been pulling out of the quartz. But that's a beautiful little bit of reef gold there.
That's a .064.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, definitely about a .06, I reckon.
Yeah.
Beautifully done, Ninja.
Thank you, sir. Finally.
At least he's got something for his efforts. Swinging on.
What is that?
Yeah, he just got a nice nuggie.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit, guys. Take your goal.
How did it go? How deep it was.
He was chasing that in the side of the reef there. Get your scoop. You ready?
Oh my god, my...
Dude, your hard work today did pay off. I told you it would pay off for you, bruh.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Oh my god.
How the hell, dude? Okay, that has changed Specie City some freaking different.
God.
Gotta love that, don't you? Yeah, I can get
It's got quartz on it as well.
I gotta get another clean on that.
What do you think? What are you guessing? I reckon it's a .4.
Yeah, it's definitely up there, isn't it, bro? What the actual hell? I'm speechless.
Look, show what it came out of. It was in that hard clay.
That's where he's just pulled that out of, all the way down there. So that is a game changer. We thought it was only specimens here until today. We have found a couple flakes before. Ninja's found 3 flakes before, but I mean, they weren't on this exact reef. They were 50 meters behind me. Eureka! Gives a look again, bro. Look at that nuggie. Specie City is, who knows? Give me a second. Ninja's just called out to me and I'm stuck on a mullock heap, really boggled right now. Give me a second. Right, so the reason I'm boggled, I don't know if the machine's playing up and it's a bit funny today. There's a little bit of wind, so it might be interference, but I'm getting a signal in this, signal in that, signal in that, signal in that. That's not quite a signal, but they were literally sitting just there all together in one spot. Now, Ninja just called out, I've got gold. We've only been here literally 5 minutes. I was still checking over that pile. Even the Ninja was surprised with me possibly having 4 specimens straight away. He's left his scoop here and I can see it sitting in there from here. It's a beautiful little piece.
Very rusty looking.
It's a nice little reefy bit, that one. So what I'll do is I'll do the old mouth cleanup. I haven't loosened this, guys.
Yep.
Another beautiful reefy bit of gold. And this one's got some nice shape to it. It's been tumbled and rubbed around a little bit.
It's got some limestone on it.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Look where it came out of as well. Irony, the same as that .43.
That nice red oxidized layer.
Same material.
Starting to get a bit of that redness to it in here, you can see. If I scrape back here, see a bit more of that red colour in here. It's hard to see with the light. Here especially you can spot it right there and there.
Clay bit there.
So yeah, not too sure what the go is with that. We'll definitely investigate this line a bit more. So if you find pieces like that, it's changing the Specie City up a fair bit.
Look, it's got quartz on it.
Yeah, it's got a little bit on it, but at the same time, broken free of that reef. So we know there's going to be some floaters around, nice little slugs of gold. But we're very happy with that, so we're swinging on. Nicely done, Ninja. You. Alright, so still on that quartz mullikeep. Unfortunately, those signals weren't anything, just because my coil was bouncing on the ground. But I found this as well. And if you flip it over, you can see that it has something on it. So I'm going to wait till I get home to clean that, because that looks really cool. I don't want to harm it out here. I don't think it is a buckle. I can't see any clipping or anything, like any brackets for anything, but that looks like it's going to be really cool.
What is the shape? Can you see something there?
I'm not sure. It looks like it might be English. Just this is, I guess, because of the line across the bottom there, the way they used to do their coins with the date down the bottom. There might be some sort of writing there, I think.
An old windmill or something.
Yeah. It's actually a bloke standing there. You can see it through the camera better, see? There's two blokes. There's a head there.
Oh, I can see that now.
And there's a face there, and a bloke holding a rifle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is going to look awesome. Right, so I'll clean that up when I get home, guys. I'm not going to touch it here. That's awesome.
Oh, that's
swinging on.
Find.
Thanks, bro. I'm going to say it right now. Anyone who's interested in coin shooting and relic hunting, as well as gold prospecting, if you want a machine that will do both, the Equinox 800 is your machine. Get yourself the small 6-inch coil if you want to go do more prospecting. It's certainly sensitive to the small targets. Look how small this target is. Look at that. Pathetic tiny piece of wire. Look how minuscule it is. Yeah. As you can see, it's the depth of my scoop in there, so a good 1.5 inches. We're sitting in here somewhere. Yeah, it's a super sensitive machine. Surely it can't be too long before I actually dig out a piece of gold. And it's the next day. So, bright and early again, as we said, out and about on the creek, digging our bloody big hole. The 4 pans that I did do out of here last week got me 1/10 of a gram. So 0.111 on the scales. So very happy with that for 4 pans. So we'll get stuck in this morning. No stuffing around. We're going to get straight into it. We'll show you the first pan very soon. See you then. Gotta love when the day starts like that. So we moved all the material out of the way, out of the crevice. So I think something's biting my neck. We moved the material out of the way to the crevice. We both did 1 pan each, just yabby pumping out the crevice to the clay layer, not touching the clay layer, just to get the material out of the way. Ninja got 1 lead shot in that. No gold between the two of us. I scraped the first bit of the crevice out. Oh yeah. So it's been a couple of minutes since I've actually panned this out. I was just helping Ninja get his pan ready. Look at that for a nice start to the day. That's got to be a nice 1/4 grammer. Have a listen to this. It's only a light drop. You can hear it's definitely got a nice sound to it. So very happy with that for the first bit of the day. We'll get stuck into this crevice further and I'll show you what Ninja gets out of his first pan. Back to you shortly. And that's the Ninja's first pan, so 4 specks each. Yeah, a bit weird. This crevice is up and down, it's funny, it shows some lead some spots and some alright colour, and then other spots it shows no lead and a bit better colour. It's really bizarre. So we'll keep scratching and show what happens from here. Alright guys, so we've abandoned the hole for today. There's just too much water. We can't get down there low enough. Every now and again we go to reach down into the crevice and water comes in the top. That's not fun. We're wearing waders to get the water out, not let it in. So we're going to wait till that crevice dries up a hell of a lot. Hopefully we don't have too much more rain in the next couple of weeks so it can dry out nicely and we can get back into it. So I just had an ant in my hand. So at the moment, meanwhile, just behind me here, I've got a crevice that's running this way. So it's on a 45 to the actual creek. On the inside bend, high steps of bedrock coming down, drops off into a channel and picks up again into this little crevice that I'm working now. So I'll get stuck into that. I've done my first pan already. So as you may be able to see, there's not too much, but there's a few flakes up there. So I'm going to chase that crevice in properly, and I'll show you the efforts from that. I'll pan it all into one pan, and then I'll actually keep that a separate snuffer bottle so I know how much is coming out of the first crevice. Get back to you with the next pans. Alright, swingers, so I was crevicing away in that crevice, and the Ninja actually detected out a nice little piece. Ta-da! It's a nice little bit. Nice flat little piece. It was up on the mullock where I found my piece, my very first piece with the 705, and where Ninja also found that conglomerate piece. So there's still a few pieces floating around up there. We are definitely going to pay a little bit more attention up that way. So yeah, that's a nice little bit. I'm guessing maybe about a 0.03,
Yeah,
04.
0.02.
04 is pushing it.
Yeah, 03.
It's quite flat. So Ninja's saying 03, 03.2-ish.
Yeah.
So we'll chuck a photo of that up right here. As you can see, nice little bit. Hey, it's still light. We're getting the bloody hell out of there. We are wrecked once again. I forgot to clean up the gold, so I'll just do that when I get home. That'll be right about now. Oh, it's actually the next day now. Finished work, back home, and I'm here to do the editing quickly and get this stuff weighed up in front of you. I've got them in separate pans at the moment. I'll pop a photo up either side of me. As you can see, this one here, that's the one from the crevice that we've both been working, and this one here is from the one that I worked on my own, that spot later on in the day. So as you can see here, we got both of the pans separate. This one's from the main crevice, and this one's the one that I did separate after Ninja went off for a bit of detecting. Alright, so my setup's nothing fancy. It's just a crumpled up piece of paper to catch the gold. So we'll just take my pan, we'll just dump it in there. Nothing left. Excuse the cat hair that ends up in there. You can't help that when you've got two cats. And the rest of that. Nothing left. Oh, wait, one struggler. All good. And then I simply have this little thing that I made out of an aluminium can. This is the tricky bit. And the combined weight for the day was 0.376. So not too bad, realistically. Could have been a lot better, but I'm still happy enough with that. It all adds up. Cheers, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Oh, wait, there's a straggler on the bench. Got it. Thanks, for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you liked what you see, click the subscribe button. I got an episode every week. Sometimes I put out two. Just depends on how busy I am. Until next time, enjoy. And salada.